Welcome to the Millcreek Government Channel. I'm Judy Zelina. I'm here today at the Erie Zoo with Kelly Miller. Kelly, thank you so much for letting us invade today and find out what's going on at the zoo.
Absolutely, it was great to have you.
Well, I will tell you, I was looking on your website. You have so many events planned. I don't know how you guys fit it in the summer.
We have a very busy summer this year. We have busy summers every year,
yes,
but this year especially.
Now, this year is a special year for you guys here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This is our 50th anniversary.
Okay.
It's the 50th anniversary of the Erie Zoological Society. Now, the zoo's been here much longer than 50 years, but 50 years ago, a group of concerned citizens got together after a series of letters to the editor in the Erie Times-News about the poor conditions of the zoo. So the citizens got together and formed the Erie Zoological Society and have turned it into what it is today.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
So you have a lot of things planned though for this special year, don't you?
We are. You know, this is a big step for us, and you know, we're so proud of what the zoo has become. Unfortunately, I didn't grow up in Erie, so I haven't seen how it's changed. But I love hearing the stories of the way the zoo used to be and how it is today. So in order to celebrate, we are celebrating with 50 events. Anything from 50-cent admission day to equipment day, where the kids can get on heavy machinery. We have Bring Your Teddy Bear to the Zoo Day. You know, tons of events that, you know, just bring everyone into the zoo and to celebrate, you know, what it has become.
I'm going to tell you something. You want stories from the old days. Sadly, I can tell you those stories. I've been here a long time. And that's why I love coming to the zoo. Because I do remember, and many of the parents and grandparents will remember what it was years ago, and we have watched you grow.
Yes.
You know, you are now accredited. What does that
Absolutely.
mean to our viewers?
Yes, we are ACA accredited, and when you travel and you visit other zoos in the country, look for the ACA logo, because that means it has the same credentials that we do. They bring in inspectors almost, every 5 years, and they see how your facilities are being run, that the animals are well taken care of, and that your staff, is taking good care of them. We passed with flying colors just a couple years ago, and that means we take good care of the animals, and this is a great facility. It's safe, and everybody's healthy.
It is absolutely wonderful here. And the different events you have planned, it's not just coming and seeing the animals. It's different events. You have one event that is really, really popular with our viewers, and that's the Grandparents' Day.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes.
It's an annual event, correct?
It is. It's every year. This year it is Wednesday, July 25th, and it's from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., which is good. If you wanted to come later in the day, you're able to. Grandparents and their grandchildren come into the zoo for free. They get free popcorn, free lemonade, and a free carousel ride. So that's great in and of itself. But then we also have 40 informational booths from vendors all around the Erie area that specialize in healthcare and wellness and entertainment for seniors.
Okay.
So they get to visit those different booths and see the different opportunities that they have in this area. Maybe an organization they've never heard of before. So it's a great day for seniors especially.
So not only is it bonding with grandchild, but you're also learning. It's almost like a senior fair type
Absolutely.
of event.
And it's definitely turned into a family tradition. We see Grandma and Grandpa every year, and they have even more grandchildren than they did the year before. So they definitely love to come and see all the animals, but see their different vendors as well.
And of course, animals are a big part of it. And I happen to notice a couple.
Yes. Well, you know what this means right away when I bring the gloves out.
When it's gloves, I know I'm in trouble. I know.
Well, we always wear gloves just for our safety and for their safety as well. Reptiles can carry diseases that can make us sick, so we're always real careful about that. But I picked out this guy since we would be talking about Senior Day. Because of his age. Oh. This is Todd, and he's an eastern box turtle.
Okay.
And he's 55 years old. So he's much older than you. Much.
I wish. He's a young'un.
But this is pretty old for
goodness.
a turtle. Usually the turtles live to be about 40 to 50 years. Some of them can live much longer, which Todd is showing us. But animals like tortoises can live to be 100 years old.
How do you know how old they are?
Just by records, if they
Really?
don't have records, we're not sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's no markings on them that you.
No,
would
it's
be
not
able
like
to
a
tell.
tree. You could count the rings, right?
I was wondering if you could count those things. He's a cute little guy.
He is. He's very popular with the kids. He's got that yellow face and those bright red eyes. But he's an education animal, so he travels a lot. He goes to different schools, to senior centers. He goes all over the place. But he's definitely a pretty special addition to our zoo.
How does somebody get you? I don't have gloves, but how does somebody get you on board to come to their school or their facility to bring some of the animals?
Absolutely. All they have to do is contact the zoo, and they can be right in touch with our traveling zoo program. Amy takes care of all of that, and you can call her and schedule to have us come to a program. We have such a wide variety of animals that can travel. Now, a giraffe won't be coming, but we have some pretty equally cool things as well.
Look at him. I wonder if I've ever met him before.
I don't know. Have you?
I don't know if I have.
Yeah, he's really sweet.
How interesting. Don't the kids just love coming and having hands-on? Now, do you
Yes.
let them touch animals, the children?
Some animals, yes. Like I said, the reptiles don't. If you see somebody wearing gloves when they're handling something, you won't be able to pet that. But usually the soft stuff, and of course the next animal I brought to show you, we'll be able to pet. Hopefully you'll want to, though. That's the key.
And we never know with Kelly what it's going to be. It's always a surprise.
It is. That's what I like to do. I like to keep you on your toes.
You know what I wanted to talk to while our little buddy's here visiting us? I wanted to ask you, there's something that I noticed on your calendar that I had never seen before, or maybe just didn't notice. You have an actual overnight camping program.
Yes. It's called a Zoo Snooze. It's an overnight program. I believe we have one in the beginning of July this year. We used to have it several years ago, but we kind of stopped, but with the popular demand, we brought it back. You come to the zoo with your sleeping bag, and of course a parent. We need a parent with each child. You sleep here at the zoo. We have dinner, we have breakfast. They take a nighttime stroll of the zoo because the animals, like during Zubu time, are more active in the evening and in the later hours. They watch a movie, do a craft. It's a really great program, and everyone's really excited that it's back.
How does somebody sign up for something like that?
You could visit our website or call the office. I have a feeling that program will fill up pretty quickly, so you want to do that right away.
Okay, and what is your website?
eriezoo.org.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you, I was just on there this morning to see what was new and going on. I don't even know how you can remember it. There's something going on here exciting every single day.
There is. It seems like there's always something going on, and I've been trying to keep our website. As soon as you get on the homepage, you can see what the next event is.
Exactly.
And you can look right into that, and you can always call up at the zoo or email us, and we can give you a full list of all those events. What do we think, Todd? You want to go back? Maybe we'll, in a few minutes, get that next animal out for you to see.
Todd enjoyed getting out and getting some fresh air, didn't he?
And when you come up to the zoo to visit our animals, we do have a few new faces this summer. That's always exciting to talk about. When we close for the winter, we always like to do improvements and get new animals as well. So we do have a few new faces this summer. We have 2 black bears, Laurel and Libby. And they're actually on summer vacation here in Erie. Their permanent home will be at the Akron Zoo, but it's still being built. So they asked us if we could hold on to them while the exhibit was finished.
Oh my gosh, how exciting.
It's a little Erie summer vacation.
Yeah. And I also know Samantha has a friend.
Samantha does have a friend, our 47-year-old Lowland gorilla. For the past several years, I'm sure you remember Rudy. Most people do.
Yes.
Rudy was Samantha's companion for a long, long time. And after he passed away, we tried to get 2 new gorillas here, who unfortunately both died in transport. And then we decided another gorilla would be too difficult because of her age. So our zoo vet and zoo director had been talking for a while, for different options. Maybe not a gorilla because of her age, but maybe a pet. And I'm sure you've heard of Coco with her kitten, the Coco the gorilla with her kitten.
Yes.
So they looked into a kitten, but scratches or bites could have, gotten maybe an infection.
Okay.
So they thought of a rabbit. So during the winter while we were closed, we got a little bunny, and we put the bunny in its own area, separate from Samantha, but though she could see the bunny. And his name is Panda, which is kind of confusing, a bunny named Panda.
Panda the bunny.
It's because he's black and white. So, but she'd see the keepers come in every day and be gentle with Panda and pet him and feed him. And we scoot him closer and closer, not so that they could touch, but so they could see, and so she could watch him. And then one day they let him in the exhibit together. They gave him an escape hatch if he did feel nervous, but he hopped right out into the exhibit. And actually Samantha was the one who was a little more on the shy side. And she came out, and people that visit the zoo frequently know that Samantha has a baby, a stuffed gorilla that she carries everywhere. She's never been a mother, so that's her baby. And Panda hopped a little close to baby, and we all got a little nervous because that's her baby. But she actually pushed the baby out of the way so Panda could come closer. And we knew right then and there that it was going to be a great relationship.
Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
Because you never know how that's going to work out.
No, we were not sure. Obviously his safety was number one, and that's why we gave him the hatch. And he's very fast, so he could escape, but he's never shown a sign of feeling threatened or anything. And about a week after we introduced them, they hide Samantha's food all over her exhibit, and she would put the crackers on the ground so that Panda could reach them. Yes.
Well, I know this has even made national news.
It has made world news. Yes. As soon as the story hit, we were getting calls from Good Morning America and the Diane Sawyer's show. It was on there. BBC called, National Geographic. It was everywhere. We were in People magazine for incredible animal stories. So it was a very exciting time for us, and we couldn't be more proud. And it was a great way to, show the zoo in a positive light.
And you should be proud of it, because the zoo is very positive. Everything you do here is family oriented, and you're growing and you're learning with everything too.
Yes, we're one of the #1 zoos in the country with membership with a town our size. This is a favorite part of my job. I love to brag about the zoo and all the great things that we have going on here.
You should. Also, you can become a member.
Absolutely.
What benefits do I have by becoming a member?
Well, summer especially is a great time to show the benefits, because if you're traveling, going anywhere for vacation, if you have a zoo membership, you'll receive, if they reciprocate with us, you'll receive half off admission prices at that zoo.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And then of course, discounts right here at our zoo, in the gift shop, on the train ride, the carousel, everywhere. So it's great.
So there are benefits to it.
Absolutely.
I know even my family, they were, I believe it was in Pittsburgh, and did not realize that they were able to get reduced admission
at the Pittsburgh Zoo and the Pittsburgh Aviary.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Plus, it's an incentive to come down here more often, because things change from week to week.
Yeah, and seeing the animals is great as well, but we are also a certified botanical garden. We've got 15 gardens here that you can visit and see. And
oh my gosh,
we have an incredible horticulturist, Jeff Carey, and he spends so much time, and he knows what plants are safe for the animals to be around, and that the people will enjoy to see.
So you're ready for the next one, aren't you?
Well, I don't know. Kelly always has something interesting. Oh my.
This is what I love. I love the surprise on your face. Did you ever think that a skunk was going to come out of that crate?
No. No, I'm thinking, okay, I know it can't be a snake because it's not a pillowcase.
See, you know your zoo animal crates very well.
Not really. This I had no idea. I can honestly tell you I've never seen a skunk up close. Yes. So this will be my first time.
And don't ever go to a skunk up close after this.
No. Please, we're going to give a disclaimer here. Don't do this in your backyard.
Don't try this at home, people. I don't even think they'd let you come this close. I learned a lot about skunks after this is Gus.
Hello,
and
Gus.
Actually, Gus is an education animal as well, so he will be visiting classes and birthday parties and all of that fun stuff. And I see he's drooling all over my pants already.
Okay, now with Gus, you can hold him.
Yes.
Right away, of course, when you see a skunk, you think of spraying.
Yes.
Gus will not spray?
No, he has been de-scented, but if you notice, he still has a bit of an odor. They have that musty smell to them. And he is definitely a great addition.
He really is kind of cute.
He is. I think they have the cutest little faces, and you normally don't see them because they're rooting down in the ground, and you can't see them.
Right. I see them in my backyard and say, okay, I'm staying inside.
I was going to say, people normally make beelines when they see them, but They have an extremely accurate, I guess I didn't realize, but when they spray, if they want to get you, they will get you extremely accurate.
Really?
Yes.
So it's not just random, they just spray.
No, and they
if
will
I'm the
aim.
threat, it would be at me.
And they will aim, yes. They have great aim.
Now, how old is Gus?
We're not exactly sure. He was a rescue. We think he is still young. He was somebody's pet. But, you know, being the zoo, we always recommend don't get animals like this as pets. They're a lot of work, and if you are thinking about getting an exotic pet, definitely do your research, especially with reptiles. They start out so small, but within a year, they'll double, triple in size.
Okay.
So you definitely want to do your research. Make sure you have the capacity, because a lot of people call us and say, I have a really big snake I can't care for anymore, but we can't take them, we can't accept them.
No, you wouldn't be able to.
No, we'd be inundated.
Exactly.
We get calls a lot. Yep.
Now, with something like this, would I be able to buy a skunk at a pet store?
I don't think so. Not an accredited pet store. I definitely would not recommend that.
No, because I know, like you said, some people may keep them as pets. I wouldn't know how they would. I don't know why they would want one.
And they take a lot of care, special care.
Yes, they do.
Obviously, if you see his nails, he's really holding on to me tight here, but they've got very sharp nails. You've got to make sure they're groomed properly.
Mm-hmm.
They have a very special diet. He's very shy. So
I can see because he's looking right down.
When animals
He's
are
not
shy,
looking out.
they could become aggressive, if they feel threatened.
Okay.
So you just never know what you're going to get. But, people can be like that with dogs as well.
Right.
So all animals have different personalities. So, yeah.
Actually, they are very pretty with the black and the white. Of course, I do like black and white.
Yes. Yeah, I just want to hold him all day because he's so sweet. But he's very
A
heavy.
bunny rabbit, black and white, would be better, I think.
Yeah, do you smell him a little bit? That little bit of that musty odor?
I do smell it a little bit. Not as much as...
But you know what? He's actually litter box trained as well.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, did you do that, or was this when you got Gus? He was litter box trained.
Slightly. They worked with him a lot. Our education department.
Okay.
They've been incredible. Because he was very timid at first, and he's actually getting better. Every day he gets a little bit better. So.
Now, Gus goes out with you when you do education.
Yes, some of our outreach programs. They have a harness for him, and he walks around. And
no way.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, he's like a little dog.
Yep.
How cute.
He's so
he
he's
does
great.
seem very shy.
He is. Yes. Yes. Very
and you're right, Kelly. I never expected a skunk. This is the first time you've ever pulled this one on me.
We always like to keep you guessing.
Yes, you do. Look at how long the tail is, though,
Yes,
too.
he does have a long tail. And you know what? Even though he is descented, he does still raise it. That instinct never goes away.
Okay.
They have that urge when they feel
so
threatened.
if he would feel threatened, he would still raise his tail.
Yeah, but nothing would happen. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I don't want to threaten Gus today.
I think he's doing just fine. He's happy to be here
Yeah,
today.
he really is.
Yeah, he usually
really
falls
is.
asleep.
We even have some boys and girls watching. They're very interested
He's
in
very,
meeting
very
Gus.
popular.
Yes.
Because like you said, when you see a skunk, you usually run the other way. You don't get to see him up close. And yeah, they really do mean well. Animals in the wild, even if it seems something innocent, you always need to be careful.
And not only that, too, every animal has its purpose in the system.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know, they really do.
Yeah, like when people, don't like bugs or spiders in their house, they all have a purpose. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And Gus, you have a purpose there, too. I know you do.
Well, too, since it is the beginning of summer, we did have some spring babies born.
Oh.
Yes. We have, since January, 5 meerkat babies. Actually, 2 litters since January. Their reproductive cycle is very quick, so they go through babies very quickly. So she had 2, and then 2 months later had 3 more.
Oh my goodness.
So she's a busy mom, yeah.
Holy cow.
So now we have lots of meerkats.
Yes, you do. How many did you start with? Just a few?
We had 3 to start with. We had a female and 2 males in hopes that we would have more babies, which we did.
Right.
We have more in a back holding area, but they can't be introduced to the babies yet. And then the babies were just getting big enough to bring the other ones in, and then we had more, so we had to wait again. And you should saw them. I saw them the day they were born. They were as big as my pinky.
Really?
So tiny. And they're blind and deaf when they're born, and it was cool to see how just the babies that were born a few months prior were taking care of them. It's pretty incredible how quickly they become self-sufficient and will help out. Oh, he's gonna go to sleep, I think.
Oh, look at this! Oh my goodness, it's like a little lap pad for
Yeah.
you.
You want me to take you up to the office while I type on the computer? You sit at my desk, huh? He's like, no, I'd rather go to sleep, thanks.
So you had some meerkats.
Yes, we also had a Joffrey's Tamarin. They are the little monkeys in the Adventure Center. The kids love to play with all the toys in there, and then they're jumping around, but very tiny. You'll see mom, and then you'll see this very long tail off the side of her. And you go, you only are supposed to have 1 tail, and why do you have 2? But don't always assume that the one carrying them is mom. There's a mom and 3 brothers, but they all take turns caring for the baby, which was a really good sign right away, because that means that the baby's chance of survival were extremely high. So we were excited to see that, and he is just the cutest little thing. And you know, a couple new animals I forgot to tell you about as well. We have capybaras now, which are the largest rodent in the world. They are a little strange looking. It's almost like a 100-pound guinea pig is what they look like. And they are going to be in Samantha the gorilla's outside exhibit because she doesn't like to go outside anymore.
Okay.
So we had this big empty exhibit, so we decided to put them in there. Then right across from the train garden in the center of the zoo, we have a family of prehensile-tailed porcupines. And I have not even seen them yet. That's how new they are. A little family. There's a mom and a dad, and they came with like a baby, and then had another one while they've been here.
Oh my gosh.
It's very
So
exciting.
you have a lot of new things happening here.
Yes.
New residents.
Yes.
So really, like I said, every time you come to the zoo, there's always something new, something interesting. Maybe an animal was sleeping, you know, that you didn't see the last time, and now he's awake.
And some of our animals rotate exhibits. The tigers, for instance, sometimes the male is out, Pavel, sometimes the female, Anna, is out.
Yes.
Just never know who you're going to see or what they're going to be doing. We always have, in the kangaroo yard, our wallabies have been having lots of joeys. So always check the pouches when you're here, because the joeys stay in the pouch for a long time, and all of a sudden you'll see a little face pop out, or a lot of movement in the stomach region, or a leg sticking out. You never know what you're going to see when you're here. And then right here on the Wild Things Theater, we have animal shows as well. So animals like Gus or Todd, they'll come right out, and then the kids can see them up close.
It's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely. You know, viewers, you really have to check out the website again, eriezoo.org.
Correct, yes.
Because if you look at their schedule for the summer, there are things like National Hot Dog Day.
Yes.
What
Frozen Safari, which is my favorite because you get ice cream.
We'll have to remember
Lots
that.
of sweets, always my favorite.
Kelly, again, you have so many things happening here. It's just fun. I don't think we could sit here for an hour and probably not get through everything. And if they do visit your website and they do have any questions on any of the programs, what number should they call?
They can call right at the zoo office. It's 864-4091. You can ask for me or our lovely receptionist. They can answer all your questions as well.
Okay, it really is beautiful at the zoo. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us. Was there anything that maybe you wanted to tell the viewers that we didn't touch base on?
Well, if you're visiting our website, and some of you I know are probably retired or looking for a little extra things to do, we have a wonderful volunteer program.
Oh, yes.
So you can definitely look at our volunteer page. You know, like I said before, we have the botanical gardens. Sometimes people like to come up and weed like 1 day a week or a couple times a month. You know, any little bit helps, and our volunteer presence is unbelievable, and we have an amazing crew here, and the volunteer help is unmatched. You know, we couldn't do half the things we do without their help. So if you are looking for, you know, something, just a little something to do, definitely
give them a call.
Yes.
Kelly, thank you so much for letting us visit.
Yes.
And letting me meet some new animals. Viewers, again, there is so much going on at the zoo. Please join us down here. And until next time, have a wonderful day.